The Forbidden Door is boring! Burn it down to the ground, man. This season sucks. Worst AEW period of the entire year is Forbidden Door. It never used to be that way. It used to be fun. Now it's just AEW pretending to be in a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling. At least there's some good news. MJF wrestled tonight in the main event. They basically gave away the Forbidden Door main event tonight on Dynamite a week and a half before the pay-per-view, but it's not my company. They put their world champion, who's injured, by the way, their top guy, who's injured, by the way, in the main event tonight a week and a half before the pay-per-view, but it's not my company. And Swerve, Ospreay, face-to-face before the Owen. Tremendous television. I'm live with a certain Chi-Town Smark, who I'll be seeing on Friday, I think. And we're going to the beer garden. Jesse's in the venue on this Wednesday night. I want to know, because we need it, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. It also isn't about excuses. WWE has failed creatively. AEW has failed fundamentally. So why did Triple H lose the plot? Why did Tony Khan abandon everything that made AEW special? Because nobody is committed to the one thing that actually matters: long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for your Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. I'm your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. And Jesse's in the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on this Wednesday evening, wherever you may be. And you guessed it, joined by the one and only, the man I'll be seeing on Friday, I think, in Chicago for House of Glory. Jesse, the Chi-Town Smark, what's going on, man?
Of course, bro. Where else would I be, man?
I don't know, man. It's a good card on Wednesday or Friday. Not on Wednesday. Tonight was not a good card. Friday, we got a good card.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I'll give you the details off there, but yeah, I'll be there for sure, man.
Okay, good. Yeah, man. Yep. I'll be in Chicago tomorrow. I'm leaving at I got a flight around 11:30, maybe 12. Oh, okay. I'll get in around 2 o'clock, hopefully, and then I'll be in Wicker Park around 3:30 with a nice coffee in my hand.
Good old Yuppieville, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what is with the hotel prices this time of year over there? What the fuck's going on over there?
This time of year, that's just the hotel prices, bro.
No, last time I stayed there, man, it was like it wasn't what I paid now.
Was it during the summer?
I don't know. When did we run Chicago last? I felt like it was cold.
This is tourist season here, man.
You guys got a lot of tourism in Chicago?
The tourists. Do you have tourists in New York?
Yes, because it's New York.
And this is Chicago.
What do you guys got over there, man, that I don't know about?
This is not Huntsville, Alabama, motherfucker. This is Chicago.
Oh, man. Let's go to Wrigley Field, family.
My shit, man. You think they don't? You think they don't, man? Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Vegas. Top 4 tourist cities in this country.
All right, I'm only kidding. I like Chicago, man.
What's wrong with you, man?
I like Chicago, except for your pizza.
Oh, well, if you're talking about deep dish, I don't blame you. Otherwise, yes, you don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I'll never have another deep dish again.
I gotta get you some good fucking pizza.
Yes, you did. The last place you took me to wasn't the spot. I'll tell you that right now.
No, it was not. I just made straight up get some pizza from my neighborhood and drive it straight out there to you. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
All right. Friday after the show, if we can find sufficient parking for your car so you don't get towed again with my fucking glasses in it. What a fiasco that was. Hopefully we get a replay of that. I got a nice whiskey bar on Friday, man. So this place serves the proper ice. Can't have an old fashioned with regular ice, bro. I refuse.
Bro, that last fucking hotel had the best fucking tacos, man.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was. Where did I stay? I forgot. The Moxie I stayed in downtown Chicago.
That was great food there, man. Late too. That was great, man.
Yeah, that was good. Right downstairs there's a taco shop. You get anything you want late night.
I have some exotic farming to do.
I know. I'm already level 53 on the battle pass, bro. I've been grinding my ass off.
I think I got you beat, brother.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 60.
All right. They must have buffed something.
No, I've been grinding that damn cheese, man. I've got so many Pantheon clears. It's fucking crazy.
So many fucking weapons, man. I don't know what I want, you know?
Yeah, I'm out of vault space almost.
I'm over here collecting every fucking piece of armor that they drop, man. I'm looking to collect all the sets. It's like... Yeah. I already play Pokemon Go on my phone. Now I got fucking Destiny, and I got all these armor pieces to collect because they got like 87 fucking different armor sets in this goddamn game now.
The Pantheon set goes hard, man.
Does it? All right.
Yeah, it's a DPS.
I would have joined you in Triple M today, but I had to pack and get ready for this trip tomorrow. So.
The farmer be there all week. I suggest you take advantage before they catch you.
I know. If they're smart, they'll leave it in the game because people want to enjoy themselves. The game is fucking over anyway. So what's the point? Anyway, speaking of what's the point? What's the point of Forbidden Door? I ask. I don't know. This is the worst season that AEW has all year. It is largely a very forgettable time of the year for AEW. And it's funny. You and I have been to a Forbidden Door, and it hasn't been this bad. But those were the good old days. That's when the company was fun and knew how to have fun. And Forbidden Door meant something instead of now New Japan is largely a forgotten entity. And Tony Khan had already bought all of their top talent and brought them over here to the United States. So there isn't anything too forbidden about this door he speaks of. But this show tonight, man, largely a very forgettable show. I didn't really find myself entertained with a lot of it, though. There was some good sprinkled in this show, which we'll talk about. MJF wrestling, which hopefully to me signifies he's not as injured as once thought. So he wrestled in the main event tonight. Still, as a precautionary, if I'm leading the charge, I'm not putting him in the ring at all until the pay-per-view. But it's Tony Khan's company. He's going to do what he wants. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay had a fucking great face to face. I love that. I want to see more of that. That's where you really get all the juicy story that is not present on AEW television. But, man, I'll tell you, a lot of this show felt like it was just never-ending, man. The show felt like it was 5 hours long. These matches just went way past what they really needed to. I don't know how you felt about the show, man. I felt like it never ended.
I was happy to see a show where I was watching more wrestling than commercials.
Well, yeah, I get it, man. This is the place to do that, okay? I heed and I understand your sentiments about Monday for sure.
But I'm thinking, but that's my point though. I mean, coming off of a show that I just watched 2 days ago, it didn't bother me that I mean, you're right, but what you're saying, well, I'm saying no, it didn't bother me because again, I'm coming off of a show where I got more commercials than programming. So it didn't. I was fine with it. I was legit. It didn't bother me at all. Maybe in a week or two. Because I'm pretty sure I'm done fucking watching Raw, man. I can't take this shit anymore. Then I'll probably feel your sentiment more. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what you're saying. But for me, I was just happy to see more fucking wrestling than anything else.
Yeah. I get it. It's you can't really compare it to Monday. I mean, they're like fucking 9 adding you to death every fucking 6 minutes over there. It's crazy.
Man. So
bro, we got too many. Like, people were complaining to me. This is how stupid that fan base is, man. I don't know what fan base is stupider. We got 2 matches in 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I tweeted that same sentiment out on Monday, and people were like, "Well, it's a promo-heavy show, JD. You should like that. I don't mind this every now and then." I'm like, it's 2 fucking matches in 1 hour and 45 minutes. What the fuck are you watching? And then every match went 10 minutes, which. Every match in the arena went 10 minutes, Jesse, and then when you watch it on Netflix, that means it's about 6 minutes because they give you 4 minutes of commercial breaks.
Yep, 100%, man. It's just overkill. I was saying earlier, I was like, when they went to Netflix, we hoped, in a pipe dream, we hoped there would be no more commercials. We hope because Netflix doesn't have commercials. So it turns out. They have some commercials. Okay, well, that's fine. We expected some commercials. So then maybe we'll just get some commercials. It'll be less than what, we used to get. No, that's not the case. I'm like, okay, well, it'll be fine if we just get the same amount of commercials that we normally get. Then fine, we'll just roll with that. That's not the case. Somehow there's more commercials on Netflix than it used to be on regular network TV. How?
Well, they got they paid $500 million for that brand, bro, to be on the show or to be on the platform.
It's just amazing, man.
How much did they? Was it $500 million? What was it? $500 million, right? Somewhere around there, right?
Whatever it was, they are trying to get every fucking penny out of it they can.
Yeah, fuck Netflix, man. They just canceled The Burrows on Netflix. You see this show?
I've never heard of this show.
They fucking canceled The Burrows, man. It was the guys who made Stranger Things. It was another paranormal / science fiction show like Stranger Things. They fucking canceled it after 1 season. I thought it was fucking tremendous.
Ooh, was it better than The Sopranos?
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched The Sopranos yet.
Oh, shucks.
You motherfucker. I know. That and I got to watch Game of Thrones, apparently.
Game of Thrones is good, too. I'll give that one as props. It's up there, especially if you're into that kind of show. It's really, really good. I watched it myself.
I like character-driven narrative, bro. I want engaging characters.
Yeah, that usually the Game of Thrones. My wife would say Game of Thrones is not the kind of show I would normally like. That kind of era and stuff like that. But I watched Game of Thrones and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if it kept me entertained, if you were that into that kind of show, you will love it. It is really good.
Yeah, they canceled it. Eric M. They canceled The Burrows, bro. I don't know why. No reason was given. Hopefully some other streaming platform picks up the fucking show. We need a season 2 the way that it ended. I don't know.
Check HBO Max, see if it's there. If it's not, see if The Sopranos is there.
I got to sign up for HBO Max, bro. I'm not an HBO Max subscriber anymore. I gave it up.
I gotta check out The Sopranos. Man.
I know. I'll make time for it. We'll figure something out there.
Before I forget, chat, How you guys doing?
I listen. Yeah. But never mind the chat. I got because you closed the chat out last week. I got to ask you, man. When you left, did you watch that basketball game last week?
I did.
What did you? I didn't text you. I wanted to text you, but I forgot to text you. What did you think of the game?
It was so fucking stupid, man. The Spurs just tried their hardest to lose, and they accomplished it. So, how's the city been since the win, man?
I haven't been, man. You couldn't catch me fucking dead in the city.
You haven't been to the city at all?
No. Hopefully I gotta wake up early tomorrow and get to the airport at a decent time. So apparently they have 10,000 NYPD in the city tomorrow for the parade. The largest amount of police presence in the history of New York for any event ever.
Bro, you got to fly out on parade day.
Yeah.
What time is your flight?
11:30.
So you got to be there like what, 9?
Roughly. Yeah. Why?
Bro, it's going to be packed at the airport, man.
For what? Who's going to be at the fucking airport when everyone's going to be downtown? At City Hall.
You think people are not flying? You think Knicks fans all over the country not flying in to be at the fucking
Bro, nobody's
parade?
flying in to be at a fucking parade with Danhausen as the special fucking guest of...
Oh, okay, clip this and let me know. Okay. Are you going to JFK?
Bro, there's 8 fucking million people in the city, man. We don't have any more room for people to fly in to be at the parade.
You going to JFK or LaGuardia?
Going to LaGuardia.
Okay, you might be all right.
All right.
You might be all right.
All right.
You might be all right.
All right,
Okay,
let's
all right.
we'll figure that out. Tonight's Dynamite, man. What do you want to talk about? What was your biggest takeaway from tonight's, in my opinion, overly boring show?
Why? Okay, all right. Maybe I missed some context. Maybe I missed something because I don't know, looked away. What's the main event for Forbidden Door?
I can't tell you because on one hand they keep saying that it's the steel cage match, and then I am to presume that Swerve and Ospreay might main event, and then Excalibur at one point said tonight that we have a triple main event. So I don't exactly know what the main event's going to be.
The steel cage match, is that the match we just got here tonight?
Yes, they gave away the main event for Forbidden Door a week and a half before the show, without the cage.
Why?
And they put Max in the main event wrestling with an obviously taped hyperextended knee.
Oh.
Couldn't be me. You know, I'm getting fucking offended by the negligence of our world champion here. Honestly, it's kind of frustrating.
Richard Parker said New York City is about to be Gotham tomorrow.
No different than any other fucking day in the city. Have you walked in New York City lately? I mean, it smells like shit, and there's homeless every fucking 0.1 mile on every fucking corner.
It's no different from any other majors.
It's whatever.
We got the same kind of shit here. LA, same thing.
Yes, the main event they gave away, and they put the world champion with a hyperextended knee injury in the main event wrestling tonight. Yeah.
Why would you do that? And it's not like it's you got a tag team, 2 tag teams going at it or one. No, you got a 6v6, a huge 6v6, never been done before, ever. Not these guys. And instead of it being for the first time at the pay-per-view, we're gonna get it here tonight. I don't care about seeing it at the pay-per-view now. I already got it here tonight.
I don't care to see. I don't care to see it. Period. I don't know why we need it. Mark Briscoe's got to run through fucking hoops of fire to get a championship match. Yet the week before, Roosh got a title match for nothing.
Well, the purpose of that they're trying to build. You know what they're doing? They're trying to build babyface momentum behind.
Have we seen Roosh since then? Has he been on TV?
No. Fuck Roosh. Apparently, they're trying to build babyface momentum behind Mark Briscoe, who has babyface,
who will inevitably lose. So
yes, 100% will lose. But for the sake of me, I cannot figure out why they ran this main event here tonight.
Bro, they have no creativity. They could have simply done something that basically got us the same thing without including 12 men. They could have did Kevin Knight and Andrade, or Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher. You know, people that have issues with each other because they all want the world championship. MJF should be in his fancy suit with the triple B around his waist, standing on the outside, being the guy who's the money man, paying these men to do his bidding against Mark Briscoe, Darby Allin, or Darby Allin Takeshita, depending on who you want to put in there. Give me a tease of Darby and Kevin Knight. Give me a tease of Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. They could have did something like that. It would have made the same impact. Instead, we got Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy in the main event, and Forbidden Door basically 10 days early.
It's not even like we got like 12 placeholder guys to represent what the main event at Forbidden Door will look like when the 12 guys who are going to be in that match show up. No. They gave us the guys from the match at the pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah.
In the match tonight.
I don't know. This company does things ass backwards, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Wow. Okay. Well, who's excited?
I don't know who's excited about this pay-per-view. There's nothing on this show outside one match that I legitimately care. Two matches, to be fair. Mercedes and Athena, if Athena advances over Maya World on Collision Saturday. But, I mean, the main event wasn't all that bad, even though it's, like, kind of obnoxious and it's stupid to put the main event on for Forbidden Door 10 days early. It's like it's such a Vince McMahon thing to do, which is ridiculous. He used to do that all the time. We'd get a title match, and then the title match at the pay-per-view. It's like, why the fuck do I want to watch it at the pay-per-view now? You just gave it away 7 days early. So they did some good. They're building tension between MJF and Andrade. They're building tension between MJF and Kevin Knight. They're building tension between Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher, who are two of the younger guys in the group. Don Callis family, so they want the world championship. Andrade seems to have one foot out the door already, so he's got tension with MJF as well, setting that up for a potential program down the line. MJF wrestled tonight, which is surprising to see. Now, I've said multiple times already, I wouldn't have had him wrestle. He should have been like a hype man or a money man on the outside, just backing his guys that he's paying to do his dirty work. But he got in the ring, Jesse, and he moved around pretty well. And again, I don't know how hurt he is. I mean, he probably, if he is hurt, he's not going to show it because that's how much of a professional he is. But he's in there. He moved good. He looked good. I'm hoping that the injury isn't too serious. The fact that he was in there and they gave him clearance to wrestle and he was bouncing around and doing his thing in there. So there is some good to come out of it, but largely what we talked about, I wouldn't have done the main event tonight the way that they did it.
No, 100%. There's no way. I mean, some kind of, I mean, you know, we give them shit, you know, both companies for doing the stereotypical thing, you know, the pull apart, beat down brawl before the pay-per-view type shit. You know, we give them shit for that, but at the end of the day, that would have made more sense than just full on giving us the match you're going to give us at the pay-per-view 1 week before the pay-per-view. I mean, how are you supposed to draw interest? How are we supposed to be interested in that match when you literally just gave it to us? Well, there's going to be a cage there. So, I mean, so you got Hogan Andre WrestleMania. This time it'll be a cage. You gave it away though. I mean, I don't understand the logic behind it. I was hoping somebody else could be like, oh, it makes sense because this. Did not be like, oh, okay. No, none of this shit makes sense. I don't understand it, man.
I don't know. I don't know what their logic is. I wouldn't have done it that way. When they want to do something to give you a preview, they give away the entire fucking supermarket. Instead, they should really take the role of, hey, man, let's walk into the supermarket and walk up to that guy who's giving out the free samples. This is not a free sample. You basically gave away the whole fucking food store with this type of match. Give me a couple of bites of something. Let me see if I like it, and then maybe I'll go and buy a whole box of it. No, they decided to give you the whole fucking box, and at that point, I don't know whether I like it or want it or whatever the fuck is going on. So, you know, that's what AEW does. They should have gave you a little sample, but instead they gave you the whole meal. That's that. We'll talk about that. Ospreay Swerve. That was the other big thing that happened on tonight's show. I thought what they did was one of the best segments that AEW did all year. And honestly, it was The same thing last year with Ospreay and Hangman in the final when they had their face-to-face. And Swerve was there. And he was integrated into the story because he didn't like Hangman. And he also wanted the world championship. And Hangman was going after Moxley and wanted the world championship. And Swerve and Ospreay needed to go after the Young Bucks. I enjoyed what they did here. I like that they called back to several different things about how everything transpired going into All in Texas, the injury to Ospreay, the injury to Swerve, their match in 2024 at Forbidden Door when Swerve was the world champion. He might have threw some people under the train with some of the comments he said about some people and some wrestlers having soft egos and all this other shit. So what'd you make of this segment, Jesse? I thought this honestly came off to be the biggest thing happening at Forbidden Door. And I know why. I just don't think it should be because neither guy is the world champion. The world champion and the world championship should always be at the forefront. But it definitely came off to me like this is the main event for Forbidden Door.
Yeah. Yeah, they have fantastic chemistry, do they not? No, it works. They have that fight forever type vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if when they're getting along, there's still that tension of like, we saw it tonight. You're like, we get along, but because we respect each other, but still, I don't like you at the same time.
Yeah.
So and you could it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if that's straight up the IRL heat between them. I got respect for you, but I genuinely don't like because it just seems so genuine on the screen. So I really wouldn't doubt it. It feels like something they can run back once or twice a year, and it'll be fresh and everybody will be invested in it because they just have that chemistry. And there is no denying it. I love it. It gives me the same kind of chemistry that like say like Rock and Triple H had back in the heyday of their feud. Like every time they got into a feud, like a program, they just felt real. Because it just felt like they just genuinely did not like each other. And you can tell that on the screen. So that same kind of chemistry, I see it right here with these guys, man. I kind of like it. I really do like it.
Yeah, I don't think they have genuine heat with each other. I think there's like a competitive nature to what they do and what they're saying to each other because they're both at the top of their game and they're both at the top of the main event scene in AEW. But if you remember back in 2024, there was a report that went out that Ospreay opted and went to Tony Khan. I believe there was even talk early on 2 years ago to belt Will Ospreay going into Wembley. And going into Forbidden Door, Ospreay was actually the one that pitched, hey, let me lose to Swerve at Forbidden Door in 2024. I don't like what people are saying about his title run. I don't like people thinking that I am going to take this belt off of him. I don't like people saying that it's just going to be a short transitional reign to drop it to the next guy. I want to solidify his reign. Let him beat me, and we'll worry about me some point down the future. And that's exactly what happened. So I don't think that they dislike each other. I don't think that there's heat between each other because Ospreay did for Swerve. Now it's Swerve's time to do for Ospreay. So I think there's, like you said, Rock and Triple H, that they genuinely don't like each other. Yeah, but I think it's the opposite here, and there is a genuine respect for what both guys bring to the table. But yeah, they are definitely each other's arch nemesis here. Whatever analogy you want to use, Batman, Joker, Dr. Wily, Mega Man, or Bowser, Mario, whatever the case may be. That's them, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll get into this show tonight. Also on the card, Mercedes Mone. I don't know why they changed her theme music. Her old theme music was so much better.
I wholeheartedly disagree. I like this one.
Do you really? I like the old one better. Yeah.
Way better.
I feel like this one's not impactful.
It is far less obnoxious. Way better. My chat all agreed too. Like,
really? I gotta find the file of it and listen to it on YouTube then. She wrestled Hazuki. Who? Hazuki. Yes.
Hey, she was good.
That was all right. The match to me felt like they were wrestling in quicksand.
Right.
With a couple of dives sprinkled in there because they needed to pick up the pace a little bit.
But she was a good wrestler, Hazuki.
Yeah, she was fine.
It was good.
She was fine. She even got the people in Houston to chant Hazuki, Hazuki at one point.
Yeah. She was pretty good.
All right, we'll talk about that. Mercedes won, and she's in the finals of the Owen, so she'll be at Forbidden Door. Now she awaits Athena, who is the never-seen forever champion over in Ring of Honor. She'll go one-on-one with Maya World on Saturday's Collision. We'll find out what those results are by the end of the night, because they are taping Collision either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Probably tonight. So we'll get the results before Saturday for sure. John Moxley, he is now all of a sudden embroiled with Tito. Tito got back together for the first time since last year's Forbidden Door. They wrestled Moxley and Danny Garcia tonight in a tag team match out of nowhere. And now Moxley is slated to put the title on the line, the Continental title, against Bandito at Forbidden Door. And then we got Kenny Omega. Why did you get a reason why he wrestled Tony Nese tonight? What was the explanation? Did they give you an explanation?
I didn't catch one. No,
I didn't catch one either.
I didn't see one at all. I mean, but it was a match, I guess.
And then they put Zack Sabre Jr. on the show tonight to say no words. Wow. So not only is he a boring pro wrestler, he's apparently a boring promo too. I don't know.
Maybe his voice was bothering him tonight. I
don't know. Kenny Omega is making aspirations about the world title again. I don't like this. I don't like this direction. I think we're slated to take the belt off MJF in relatively short order here, because they need to fill their desire to give us Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay at Wembley Stadium.
MJF has some words for guys like you who've already booked him to lose his title to Will Ospreay.
MJF is losing the championship at Wembley Stadium, whether he's there or not.
Hey, man. He said he does not agree to that.
Well, I don't want him. I want to be on his side. I don't like that I have to utter these words. I don't.
Yeah, man.
He already knows. I already told him. He knows I wasn't a big fan of Darby winning the title from him. He knows this already.
Yeah. Hey, do you have a? Can you get a ticket to Hog on Friday?
For who?
A friend.
Bro, there's no more tickets. The show's sold out.
Just find one.
I can't find one, man. They're all sold out. We sell out Logan Square every time we go. Who's this friend?
One of my viewers, man.
One of your viewers.
From Chicago.
Well, the only way they can get in is if you meet them at the venue and we get in together like we usually do through the back entrance.
Yeah, but they're going to need a seat, though. They can't hang out with
No, they can't hang out above where we are. No.
No.
They can find a spot downstairs at the bar.
We'll see. We'll talk after.
All right. We're going to get into this review, guys, because I'd like to wrap this up in relatively short order and then hop on some Destiny 2, because I'm a fucking fiend. So is Jesse. And I need 23 more catalysts for my exotic weapons.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because they're not fucking dropping. I got 2 that I don't want or care about. So we'll get into this show tonight. Thank you very much for joining us here on Off the Script. It is your AEW Dynamite review for your June 17th. 2026. Tonight we're sponsored by Blue Chew Gold. Make sure you guys go check out Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. You buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd month for free. We'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show. Shout out to those guys. Follow us on social media at JD from NY206, at Chi-Town Smark. You guys can go follow Jesse on YouTube as well. Link is down below to his channel. Just click the name at the bottom of the description. What are you doing over there? Anything good? It's fucking slow this summer, man.
It is so slow, and man, I may have given up on Raw for the time being, man. I might pick TNA back up, man. For some reason, I'm much more interested in TNA, after today. So we will see. I was actually contemplating not covering Forbidden Door that weekend, bro, and covering Slammiversary because Amazing Red's showing up on the show. Man, it might be a good idea, man. It might be a good idea. I'm gonna look into it myself, man. It looks interesting. We'll see what's going on with Monday night. Monday night is too fucking hard to watch live. when most of my live stream is in a commercial break. That is the problem trying to do a watch along. Most of the show is in a commercial break. Doing a post-show review is different. You're just covering what happened on the show.
Yeah.
I'm watching this shit live. Half my fucking stream is on commercial break. I might be done with that shit, man. We'll see. We will see going forward. But I could be picking TNA back up. So if you're interested in TNA, follow, because we might be picking TNA back up.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend next weekend. We got the Bash, the Great American Bash, I believe, for NXT. We got Night of Champions for WWE, Slammiversary for TNA, and then Forbidden Door on Sunday.
Yeah.
So much pro wrestling, bro, but yet so many companies giving you boring television. It's crazy.
Yeah. Triple M is crashing out in the chat because my RNG is on fire these days.
You got an emote, you got Zawulis, and you got the Truth Caddy.
Yeah, man. And I got another exotic order right now I'm working on.
Well, fuck
so
me. Maybe I should have joined you guys earlier instead of fucking packing for Chicago.
Yeah, man, should have. So hop in. That's when I got the emote. I didn't even realize it was a rare emote. I got it, and Triple M got mad as hell, man. I thought he was gonna beat the crap out of it.
Oh,
He's been trying to get it for a long.
Well, the game ain't going nowhere. We don't need to rush. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's been trying to get it for years, though.
I know. So go follow Jesse on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try. We got 342 likes. That's inexcusable. I don't give a fuck what show it is or what company it is. It's inexcusable. We need 600 likes. That's the goal. Okay? I know Wednesdays are slow. Nobody gives a fuck about AEW. 600 likes is the goal, okay? Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. It's the best way to support what we do here on Wednesday nights or any nights, period. So please go and do that. Go check out all the content on the channel. We were live last night for Tuesday Night Titans. Coach and I were live Tuesday morning with the 2 count. We talked about a lot of different things. Go check that out on his channel, BTT Studios. And then we were live on Monday for Monday Night Raw. That review is nearing 30,000 views, so thank you guys for that. Controversial shit going on there with Obafemi and Jey Uso potentially meeting in the King of the Ring final next weekend. Nobody wants that. Nobody asked for that, but we could be getting that.
That's when Brock is showing up.
Brock ain't showing up there, no. Why would he show up for that?
Because he's got to cost Obafemi the King of the Ring.
The Rock?
I said Brock.
Oh, Brock. Maybe.
Yep.
You know, LA Knight might cost Jey Uso on Friday. I don't know.
Ooh, that could be too.
We might get Javon Evans and Obafemi. I have no idea.
Ooh, Obafemi getting screwed because of Lesnar and Javon Evans winning King of the Ring. I could see it happening. They're very high on Javon.
Javon Evans is not winning King of the Ring, bro.
They are.
You have a better chance of wearing the crown than Javon Evans does.
They are very high on this guy, man.
He's great. He's just not. He's 21 years old. Why do we need to rush him to win King of the Ring and wrestle Roman Reigns?
I don't know. Who says it's gonna be Roman Reigns?
Why would Roman Reigns lose the championship before a 2-night SummerSlam?
They don't get to choose this. He doesn't get to fight Cody.
He can fight Cody.
I don't know. We'll see.
Cody more than likely is getting CM Punk.
Are they building towards that? I haven't watched SmackDown.
Yes. I mean, Punk has been off TV for 2 months, but he's rumored to be heading to Friday night.
He's going to SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay.
They desperately need him over there. And the show's going back to 2 hours, so it'll be less offensive. You might want to think about covering it again. You might want to make it like a seasonal thing for Friday night.
Maybe I'll pick SmackDown.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the show here. They opened with the Don Callis family, and they were all backstage with MJF. Lexi Nair was there to interview them. MJF said he's the best pro wrestler in the world today. Shoot. If he's not the best, he's top 2, top 3, easy. And there's a long line of men that are calling him out. He turned to Kevin Knight. He says he doesn't like him, but he respects him. He says he admires that Kevin Knight is not afraid to stab people in the back to get ahead. He then looked at Kyle Fletcher as he told Knight he is clearly the most talented young prospect in the company. He also took digs at Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, and Mark Briscoe. He said everyone he mentioned is a top star except for Mark Briscoe. He said fans love him because they feel bad for him because his brother died. He says he's actually delusional enough to think he has a prayer to beat him. Don Callis then revealed that MJF's partners for Forbidden Door are as follows: Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, which is a shock. They didn't pick Mark Davis, Kazuchika Okada, and Andrade. Now, when Don Callis told Andrade that he would be teaming with MJF, Jesse, Andrade angrily told MJF, "You think I will join you?" Don Callis told Andrade that he's a future world champion, but it's not his turn yet. For now, do the match. So when Andrade looked at MJF, you know, we got to get Andrade on board, Jesse, to use the catchphrase that he is now overabundantly used week by week now. We got to get him in position to use it when it makes sense. He told MJF, "You think I will join you? How you know? How you know?"
I don't know if that's going to get over.
I don't think it's getting over. He uses it in the most bizarre situations. Like that's not a place to use it there.
Yeah.
How you know?
It don't work, man. I don't know. It don't work.
He's trying. He's trying to get over because I could see him when he leaves the Callis family, obviously being a babyface, so he needs a babyface catchphrase that people are going to chant, you know?
Yeah, I can agree with that sentiment, you know, for sure. Might want to find something different. And this seems a little forced. Usually these things come a little bit more organically.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta were in the background pacing back and forth. I guess they were disappointed that they were not chosen for MJF's team. Yet they're just lucky to be in the Don Callis family at this point.
Yeah, really.
What do you make of this team? Are you shocked that Jake Doyle was picked for this instead of anybody else, namely Mark Davis?
I thought the team was solid. MJF paid a lot of money. He wanted the best guys. I think he got the best guys in the Don Callis family. I mean, I feel like Doyle and Davis are interchangeable, but everybody else was a must-have. You got Fletcher, he got Andrade. You know, he got the A listers there. They're pushing, you know, Kevin Knight big time. They got Kevin Knight. They get the young stud. He got the best of the crew. So I thought he did all right.
Well, MJF's got a much better team than Mark Briscoe does. We'll get to Mark Briscoe's team a little bit later because he waited all show to announce who was on his team. So after that, MJF sounded great. He looked great. He was very MJF-like here in this opening promo. So very good promo by him, which is the usual. So we cut back to live action. We get Tony Nese in the ring. Former cruiserweight standout in WWE, Tony Nese. Don't know where he's been. I'm assuming he's been on Ring of Honor with whoever he's with here. Arya Daivari and Smart Mark Sterling. So he's out in the ring. No reason why. Excalibur says that they demanded a match. Well, maybe we could demand a match somewhere else. Not Dynamite. So he said Tony Khan booked Nese against Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega comes out here, Jesse. We get a match. It lasts 2 minutes. Nese got one piece of offense. He tried to clip the knee of Kenny. And then Kenny made a comeback, landing Snapdragon suplexes, a V-trigger. And then he finished off with the one winged angel, says Excalibur. The one winged angel for the win. Kenny Omega wins in about 2 minutes. After the match, Omega was about to speak on the microphone. He was interrupted by Zack Sabre Jr., and the group TMDK. Now, what does that stand for? I have no idea. Do you know what that stands for?
Nope.
Apparently, it stands for The Mighty Don't Kneel. I don't know. I don't know what it signifies or what it's supposed to mean. I don't know. So he's out there. Jesse's out there with Bad Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols. Any idea who these guys are?
Those are words.
Bad Dude Tito.
Okay, he's a bad dude.
He sounds like a drink off the fucking menu at the cocktail bar, man. A Bad Dude Tito.
Does he have like 8 brothers, including one megastar named Michael?
Sounds like somebody that you'll see fucking 4 hours into Grand Theft Auto, bro. Bad Dude Tito. Go knock on his door and ask for the contraband and then take out Bad Dude Tito and his gang of thugs. I can't say this type of stuff. You can't say this type of stuff. We'll get fucking railroaded by the elitists over here on X.
You get $100,000 and about 300 points of respect.
There you go. There you go. Then you go run over a couple of police officers and you get a 5-star rating and they're all chasing. The whole fucking city's after you.
Yeah, man. But just go paint your car. You'll be fine. They'll
yeah. Anyway, these guys are out there. By the way, their theme music sucks.
Yeah.
Their theme music is fucking awful. You thought fucking Def Rebel was bad. This shit is fucking bad. Young Bucks, Jack Perry come out in response to back up Omega. Jack Perry, by the way, who may or may not be working without a contract. Apparently, he's in contract negotiations with AEW. Jesse, do you think that Jungle Boy Jack Perry is going to land in WWE where Big Bad CM Punk resides, or do you think he stays in AEW with a nice hefty pay raise?
I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't know why he's not re-signed yet. I don't know what's taking so long, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
Well, I will say this. If Tony Khan made an absolute play to keep Danny Garcia, I would assume that the same could be said for Jack Perry.
There is no reason to not re-sign Jack Perry.
No.
I don't understand what this is all about. This is where he should be. Could there be a time where he should leave and explore the options? Absolutely. I think he signs a new deal here, and I think he grows and gets better in all aspects of his career. And I think by that time, I think CM Punk will be retired. And by that time, he can go explore WWE.
Nah. You don't know the whole process, bro. CM Punk may be retired, but he's going to end up running NXT with Shawn Michaels.
Probably. Very true.
Now, I don't know what happens to his lady, Anna Jay. Maybe she leaves. She's probably better off leaving and going to NXT than Jack Perry is. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if she would do that, man. I mean, I think she's okay, but I don't know.
That's all right. They all live in Florida anyway, so what's the big deal? So he's out there, and they all four of them are looking at the TMDK guys. Omega says it would look good on his resume to have a big W next to his name against Kenny Omega. He's speaking to Zack Sabre. He says it also looked good for him to beat him, not just in AEW, but also my home away from home, New Japan Professional Wrestling. Omega then closed with his good night, bang catchphrase. And that was basically all she wrote. We got no words from the TMDK guys. We got no words from Zack Sabre Jr., which I posed the question, what was the point of this segment if it did nothing to build any extra tension towards the match with Omega and Zack Sabre Jr.? I don't really know. There's no story. There's no hook. There's no tension. There's nothing between these two guys, Jesse.
Did they shoot Collision afterward tonight?
Yes.
And I have a feeling that's where Zack Sabre Jr. will probably do something more for Collision.
Well, he's wrestling Adam Priest on Collision.
Then okay, there you go. Then so they just made an appearance on the live show, but he was doing a match for Collision. Okay, because otherwise I'm like you. Why did he even show up?
I don't know.
Like why are you even here? For what? You flew all the way, to wherever the fuck they were, just to walk out on TV, smile, frown, then leave, and then go back home. No, he's shooting up. He's doing a match on Collision. All right.
Still generic and pointless. I mean, they flew this guy from Japan to wrestle Adam Priest all the way to Houston, and then cut no promo on Kenny Omega for a big pay-per-view match.
So it would have made a lot of sense. I mean, if you're working on a build for Forbidden Door, I mean, do a build for Forbidden Door. Come out, do a run-in, do a beatdown, do a promo, make the trip worth it. I mean, I agree. I don't know why he did the very bare minimum tonight. I don't understand.
I thought this was leading to a 6-man tag team match with Kenny Omega, being that he wrestled only 2 minutes against fucking Tony Nese. I thought this was a 6-man tag being set up with the Bucks and Omega versus Zack Sabre and his two boys here, Bad Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols, but we didn't get it.
Yes, when did the premier athlete become an actual literal jobber?
You know what I want to? I don't know. You know what I want to know? What is the desire now to use Ring of Honor talents on Dynamite? That's what I want to know. Is that a Forbidden Door season thing? Maybe.
I don't know, man. I think they should define what's going on with ROH a little bit more. I think it should become more of a developmental, like it should become an NXT type deal, and develop talent there, develop characters there, and factions there, and then move them up to the quote unquote main roster. They really should put a little bit more of a stamp on what's going on in ROH, because it's so random. Some people are there, some are not. We don't know why others are there and others are not, and it's so confusing. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand why some people go out injured for months and then come back, and I'm asking where they are, and then people telling me, "Oh, they're on ROH." What? When did that happen? You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a little bit more definitive about what the purpose of ROH is.
By the way, I forgot to mention, whoever the individual was that was in the crowd on camera, if you were in attendance tonight at Dynamite in Houston wearing a JD from NY Dawn of the IWC t-shirt, I saw you. Apparently you were on camera, and AEW quickly, and I mean quickly, shot away because they knew exactly what the t-shirt was, because my likeness was on the shirt, so they moved right away from it. Apparently they did the same with some young woman who was wearing a Bloodline t-shirt as well, so I'm not the only one. But whoever you may be, I just want to personally say thank you, man. I saw you.
WWE t-shirts make it on the AEW shows all the time, though.
I know, but this tonight, apparently they shot quickly away from a young woman wearing a Bloodline t-shirt.
Oh, that is weird.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that at all in the chat. If you did, let me know. I know. I wasn't sure. I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, is that my shirt?
And moving away from yours right away makes complete sense. But
I mean, of course. I mean,
but
I got a most wanted poster on the back in the locker room.
Yeah, I don't understand that. WWE shirts on AEW programming literally every show. I mean, how can you avoid it? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'd like to avoid? The dogs. We got clips of the dogs beating the Guns 2 weeks ago on Collision. Clark Connors beating Juice Robinson on Collision, I guess, a week ago. And then this past Saturday or whenever, the Bucks wrestled Collision. So Excalibur says we'd hear from the dogs later tonight. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm sure Houston is thrilled.
Yeah.
Jon Moxley and Danny Garcia versus Brodito out of nowhere. Brodito teaming up for the first time since last year's Forbidden Door. I guess Tony had nothing for Brody and Bandito to do, so he said, you know what, it's Forbidden Door. We haven't seen you guys since last year. Why don't we do the same thing again this year? So they wrestled in a tag team match for whatever reason. This went 21 minutes. 21 minutes. 2 commercial breaks. Yep. I love me some Brodito, Jesse. But going 21 minutes and then the tag team match ultimately meaning nothing. It's a little bit too much for me, man. You could get away with doing 12, 13 minutes and 1 commercial break and still getting all your shit in instead of going 21 minutes and just kind of having it be like, oh, my God, when is this fucking shit? It meant nothing. It meant nothing. What was the point of this?
Yeah, I didn't even realize how long it was going because we got an opening segment. MJF, we got a promo, we got interactions, the Don Callis family, all that shit. And then we got a match. And so we got Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. out there and everything else. Then we had this match. This match it was at 30 minutes into the show, and it was already the second match, and we got a promo to open the show. So it didn't seem like it went that long. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just snuck through. I didn't even realize it went 20 minutes.
I get it, and this is par for the course for AEW, but the way that I think, and maybe I'm alone on this fucking thought, I have no idea. The match had no backstory. We haven't seen Brodito since last Forbidden Door. They haven't teamed together. They're not even a tag team legitimately, and they haven't been a team for 365 days. Moxley and Danny Garcia apparently are undefeated as a tag team. The match has no backstory. There's no story at all for either one of these guys. They just want to get Moxley on the show. So why does a match that has no context, no backstory, no tension, no feud, no nothing, getting 21 minutes? You would think that if this was an ongoing thing weekly and there was a story and the payoff was going to be one final match between these two teams, a 21-minute match would probably be par for the course. So I don't understand why we need to go 21 minutes when there's literally no spark to anything these 4 guys were doing. That's my point.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. I don't know. But the thing is, Bandito and Brody both wrapped up their individual things that they were doing, and they really don't have anything else going on going forward. So I think the natural course was to put them back together so they can stay on TV.
You know what it is? It's safe booking, Jesse, because clearly Tony Khan doesn't know how to book Brody King, and he's had multiple opportunities at the World Championship, and every situation he's put in, he just ends up being a loser. They don't look at him as a true top contender for the world title. So it's easier to book him in a tag team than it is as a single. That's the point.
I hate that so much, man. He is such a top guy, but they don't treat him as such. I don't understand it.
I don't know. I love Bandito too, but they're a great team. Don't get me wrong. I like them together. And I think hopefully there's just silver lining to this. You got the Motor City Machine Guns coming in about 4 weeks or so. You got the New Day coming in, and the tag team division is going to be hot and heavy. FTR's taking a little bit of a sabbatical. They'll be back. Brodito's back together. Bro, the tag team division is going to be fucking rocking and rolling. So getting Brodito back now, right before these teams land in AEW, hopefully that's the silver lining here. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, I agree.
So they won 21 minutes. Bandito and Brody end up winning here. Surprisingly, was Moxley pinned? Of course not. Danny Garcia was the one pinned. So Bandito gave Garcia a big top rope, Eddie Guerrero-like frog splash. Moxley stomped on Bandito to interrupt the count. Brody gave Moxley a suplex. Moxley clothesline Brody. Brody clothesline Mox down because the clothesline on Brody had no effect. So all 4 guys were down. Garcia popped up, and he had a leg lock on Bandito, but Bandito turned into a very sloppy small package. Garcia reversed it. Again, a sloppy reversal, 2 count only. So Bandito ended up giving Garcia a lift, a knee lift, and right to the face, right to the chin. And then Bandito gave Garcia a 21 plex. He's been doing these 21 plexes with his opponent on the ground, which looks phenomenal. And then that was it for the win, 1, 2, 3. The 21 plex legitimately folded up Danny Garcia like a burrito. And that was the way the match ended. So 21 minutes, decent match here. No real backstory. No real stakes on the line. There's nothing on the line here. 21 minutes. Any extra thoughts?
Yeah, it is what it is. It was a good match. Like I said, I didn't realize it went as long as it did until you pointed it out. So, I mean, I guess it kept me entertained. But on paper, 21 minutes does sound like a long time for a TV match, though. But it was good.
Did they did lose the titles in November, didn't they? I got to look it up. I don't know. Excalibur says the last time they teamed was at Forbidden Door. He said that word for word verbatim tonight. I got to look at Cage Match. Just a second. Let's see. Bandito. Look up Bandito. He's easy to find because he's a rating 9 on cagematch.net. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Let's go to titles. Tag team titles, AEW tag team champion with Brody. Let's see, matches they had. Yeah, they wrestled at Full Gear. Yeah, I don't know why he said Forbidden Door.
I didn't hear him say it.
They wrestled at Forbidden Door. They had a 3-way with the Hurt Syndicate and FTR. The last time they teamed was at Full Gear. They lost the titles to FTR. Maybe I misheard him. Maybe he said something about them being at last year's Forbidden Door, and I mistakenly took it as the last time they teamed was at Forbidden Door. But yeah, whoever was in the chat that said that, yeah, they were the last time they teamed was at Full Gear. Correct. To the tag team titles. They lost to FTR. Moving on. We got Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada. They cut a promo backstage. Fletcher says they will be bringing the international title back to the Don Callis family. He says they are awaiting to find out who will stand across the ring from them. They said they know one person who won't. And then the camera looked down, and at the feet of Kyle Fletcher, Jesse, was poor Tomohiro Ishii, whom they had beat up. And they
Ishii.
They put the boots to him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then Okada yelled, "Pro Okada!" Easiest schedule in the world, bro. He's got the Brock Lesnar schedule, does Okada.
But is Ishii okay?
Big Tom, he'll be fine.
Oh.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Tommaso Ciampa, he was backstage. He spoke about why he hates Chris Jericho. Finally, because we didn't get that last week with that awful segment last Wednesday, he said he used to respect him when he was the world-traveling Lionheart who broke down the walls. He said the innovator was the best. But the 2026 version that he shared the ring with, telling jokes and puns with a preschool attitude showing desperation, he hates that. I hated every last aspect of it. He told him not to bring that version of himself or else just stay home. He says if he thinks he's worthy, let's dance. He said the ball is in his court, so don't drop it. He stood over, he knocked his chair over, and he left. So I don't necessarily look at this as a reason why we're feuding with him. I mean, that obviously addressed last week. He hated the jokes and the Tommy, mommy jokes and the preschool-like attitude from Chris Jericho last week. But are we really operating, Jesse, with still no explanation between Ciampa and Jericho as to why they're feuding outside of Ciampa being bald?
I was going to say, because he's bald. No, they didn't. I mean, so how did they get together again? I'm trying to remember. He just how did they? He
just randomly attacked him.
Just out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
There was
like 3 weeks ago.
Did they bump into each other?
He wrestled Ricochet on Dynamite 3 weeks ago or so, whatever, 3-4 weeks ago, and he attacked after the match was over.
Yeah, I don't know. We're never gonna know.
I don't know. Who's the heel and who's the babyface here? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, Ciampa's the heel.
Ciampa's the heel?
Yeah, Jericho's been a babyface since he came back. What do you mean?
I don't know. Didn't really sound like a heel promo.
Sound like a justifiable heel. Like I understand it, man. I get why he's angry. I don't blame him.
When we get this match, I don't know. Apparently, Jericho said later in the show that he wants to talk to Ciampa on Collision. Not really a match is taking place. Maybe we get it at Forbidden Door. Maybe not. Love JD, but wrestling in 2026 sucks ass. Yes, thank you. It does.
What exactly is the theme behind Forbidden Door this year? Because it's not necessarily like a New Japan invasion, in years past. So what is that? So what is it? Why is it a Forbidden Door now in 2026? What is forbidden about it?
Nothing. They just have to keep up appearances and sell the brand because it's a built-in IP for AEW.
They can shelve it.
They can. They won't. Bro, they won't do it because Tony Khan would have to admit failure, and he hasn't done that in 7 years.
I don't think that, but that wouldn't be admitting failure. You can shelve it, replace it with something else, and bring it back in a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? It'll be fresh. Maybe you have time to build something up in it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with shelving it for a little bit.
Well, that would be failing New Japan Pro Wrestling. That would be abandoning their partner.
You can just take more of the talent, you know.
You know, Will Ospreay was on social media going back and forth with fans about the Forbidden Door concept and how AEW has all but abandoned New Japan Pro Wrestling, stole their talent, signed them to multi-year mega million contracts over in the United States, and then left New Japan scrambling to develop new talent. He was going back and forth with the fans on this. He was like, well, look at who was in the main event for Wrestle Kingdom with Tanahashi, was an AEW talent. No, not really, bruv. That was a New Japan talent. His name is Kazuchika Okada. But then I'm supposed to say, well, AEW used Jack Perry and Mercedes Mone and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and whoever else they sent over there. Jack Perry.
Wrestlers should not argue with fans on social media. It's a bad look and they lose every time.
Bro, how many weeks out of the year does AEW send talent to New Japan to go have a major story or challenge for a major championship when it isn't a joint show, when there isn't a G1 or Wrestle Kingdom? Have they done anything to help boost New Japan in their lowest period ever? I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nothing.
I mean, if it's happening, they're not promoting it, so I'm not hearing about it.
That's why New Japan sold for what, 25 million? Why didn't Tony Khan buy New Japan for 25 million if they sold it for so cheap?
He's still got his hands full with ROH.
25 million to Tony Khan. He sneezes out 25 million.
Yeah, it's nothing, man. It's nothing.
I guess he didn't want to make it abundantly obvious that he already killed the company, so adding insult to injury would be buying them completely. Give me a break. This partnership is dead. Like Jesse said, shelve the concept. It's over. They won't do it because Tony won't admit failure. Everything's great to Tony Khan. And the 3 main events, Jesse, for Forbidden Door are all AEW matches. It wasn't like that when we went. We had big-time AEW New Japan matches. We had Adam Cole and Jay White. We had whoever else was there. Well, with Tanahashi was still around. Naito was still around. These guys are long gone. Okada was still with New Japan.
They could have a Forbidden Door with AEW versus New Japan with all of the in-house guys that they've already gotten from New Japan.
Yes. Yes, it's called make-believe. They can pretend.
Yeah.
I don't know what other companies are out there that want to partner with AEW. We got to make it forbidden somehow. If TNA wasn't in a relationship with WWE, that would be a good Forbidden Door. You know?
Why is TNA doing massive layoffs and cuts? What is going on, man?
I don't know. There's something going on there. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't even know how fruitful that WWE partnership is anymore.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't need to be letting people go if they're in a relationship with WWE. Everybody should be, very well paid.
Here's another one. Nick Wayne was in the Best of the Super Juniors. Brother, when was the last time we saw Nick Wayne on AEW television in a meaningful way?
He should be, but he's not.
He's also the Ring of Honor television champion, isn't he?
You gotta be kidding me.
Or pure champion, whatever the fucking champion. I don't know. Give me a break.
He was a young up-and-comer, man. They had a lot of work to do on him, but that was somebody that they could work on for the future, and they just kind of let him go.
I said this on TNT last night. Tommy Dreamer, the creative department is all I hear about how bad TNA is. A lot of people point the finger at creative. Tommy Dreamer was heading creative. By the way, they fired Sami Callihan today, so they can go fuck off. I don't know why you would fire Sami Callihan from TNA. Do you believe that?
No, that's terrible.
He even tweeted today. He's like, I got a phone call today. I was expecting to be on the creative team. Instead, I got my termination. Holy shit, for all that he did for that company.
That's fucking terrible.
He's like, come watch me at Wrestling Revolver. Brother, this goes out directly to Sami Callihan. You got nothing to worry about, bro. Wrestling Revolver is already bigger than TNA. Fuck them. Ridiculous.
That is absolutely terrible, man.
Love Sami Callihan.
How in the... Bruh.
So they got Delirious running TNA Creative now. They are keeping people on contract for 6 to 12 months minimum. They're not signing anybody to a long-term deal. And it looks like they are not really being featured on NXT all that much anymore until when WWE needs them. I mean, they wrung that sponge out very, very quickly. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if TNA goes under and WWE buys TNA before this contract with AMC's up. Honestly.
What do they need that for, though? What do they need TNA for?
They want the tape library. They'll close the fucking company down. They want the tape library. They take all the talent, and then goodbye. It's over.
I don't even know why they need the tape library. For what? They don't even... It's not like they got the network anymore. What do they need the tape library for?
We'll just put it in the vault for when they need it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. That's the way I feel. Anyway, the Dogs, Clark Connors and David Finlay, they were lighting a match backstage for whatever reason. I guess Clark Connors was lighting his cigarette or his cigar, or whatever the fuck he's got. His toothpick. This fake Razor Ramon over here. So they're lighting a match backstage. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage were in disguise as stagehands and beat them up backstage and onto the entrance stage. So they got the better of the dogs, sending them running away. Christian and Copeland stood in the ring. Christian says he's never come across another tag team that's actually named after their mothers. He says if Finlay was supposed to be some sort of gift to the wrestling world from his father, I think I speak for everyone when I say he should have done us all a favor and let you run down the inside of his leg.
This fucking guy, man.
Oh, my God, man.
Jeez. How does he get away with this, man?
That's why he's the best, man. We love Christian. Copeland said the dogs are trying to make their names on the backs of their reputations. He said they thought they had things figured out on their day or in their day, but then they came across the New Age Outlaws in the APA and it humbled them. And then they learned quick and picked up intangibles against them. He says they're going to use their old man strength, knowledge, and grumpiness to be sure that when they walk into their house through the forbidden door, they'll walk out the door as housebroken little pups. That one didn't really hit, Cope. That last line didn't hit.
No.
Speaking of the New Age Outlaws, Jesse, what happened?
That was so lame.
Yeah, it was lame. I don't know why. I don't know why he ended with that. That was just awful. Speaking of the New Age Outlaws, do you think that TNA could be heading towards a better path, Jesse, with our friend Road Dogg being on the TNA creative? Apparently, his name was brought up in discussions about maybe taking a creative position over there.
Now let's see how he does.
Well, he did say that he left WWE because A, it was too corporate, and B, it wasn't fun anymore.
Let's see how he does. And he's got experience. I mean, he ran SmackDown.
Oh, you didn't know? We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. Shout out to my guy D-O-double-G, man. He's good people.
Yep, he is. He actually is a good person.
We got footage from Starlight Kid, Jesse. Familiar? Starlight Kid?
I'm sorry. What?
Starlight, Starbright. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Forbidden Door season.
How I wonder who you are. Oh, my God, man. You know, this is Tony Khan's favorite wrestler not signed to AEW, Jesse, the Starlight Kid.
Forbidden Door season, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Doors wide open.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was Hazuki.
Oh!
Hazuki. I thought Hazuki was his favorite not signed to the company.
Hazuki!
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. They all look the same to me. They all wear this. This one looks different because she wears a mask.
No, they do not all look the same. The comments of JD are of
I
JD.
mean, ring attire. Ring attire.
No.
They all have the same ring gear, bro.
No. Okay. Oh man, that's not me.
Thekla, Jesse. Thekla cut a promo.
There we go. Yes.
Death to Stardom, apparently.
Yes.
So Starlight Kid isn't going to let Thekla run wild as she'll return to Japan with the AEW Women's title. We're told that Starlight Kid has beaten Thekla in the past. Thekla sitting backstage saying she did all that dojo life, which made Kid a star, when it got Thekla kicked out of Stardom. Tony Khan said Kid was his favorite wrestler outside of AEW, which Thekla doesn't care about. She only cares about her title. Spitting on the Stardom logo is just the start of what Kid can be offended by. She'll take her mask off and spit in her face at Forbidden Door, which, once it opens, she'll show that Thekla runs this place.
Love Thekla.
Good promo. You know, this is the only thing on the Forbidden Door show that legitimately feels like Forbidden Door. And a lot of that has to do with Thekla, honestly.
It has a built-in story that they seemingly just tapped into and ran with. Brilliant. It's actually brilliant. You know, we're quick to give AEW shit for the stuff they do wrong because that's what we do, and they do a lot of it. But this one was a home run. Thekla left Stardom under nefarious, controversial means and reasons, and now we're in Forbidden Door, and now it comes full circle. That was a good idea. I don't know whose idea that was, but that was a really good idea.
Listen, Tekla's making this match, and Tekla's making this match really feel like a Forbidden Door. And I'm looking forward to, all joking aside, I'm looking forward to Starlight Kid to see what she does. Apparently, I hear from everybody that she's fucking fantastic. So, and Tekla's great. Hopefully the crowd, this is all I ask, hopefully the crowd resonates with what they're doing in the ring, because largely when we see a women's match on pay-per-view, the crowd wants to sit on their hands and not react. So hopefully this is different at Forbidden Door. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Lexi Nair. She was backstage with Brodito. Bandito was going fucking crazy. He's psyched that he's back together. He's back together with Brody, and Brody was even like, bro, amigo, tranquilo.
Let's settle down.
They beat the Death Riders. He's going crazy. He's happy they beat the Death Riders. Bandito saw some gold in his future. Says the Continental title is something he's been thinking about, and he's there to issue a challenge. Moxley walks in. He hears what's going on, and he's walking with Garcia and Marina. Moxley keeps saying, tranquilo. Asks Bandito if he wants a shot at the title. That means there's no Death Riders. There's no Brody King. So shoot your shot, Bandito. I guess we got a match for Forbidden Door. John Moxley versus Bandito for the Continental title.
Okay. All right.
I don't hate it.
No, it should be good.
I mean, I don't really give a shit about any of these matches that are made in legitimately a week's time before the pay-per-view, but I mean, Bandito's fucking fantastic, so it is what it is. Mercedes, she wrestled Hazuki. This is the semifinal for the Women's Owen Hart Foundation. I will say, things were very slow in the beginning, man. The second half of this match was a lot better than the first half. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay? It was very slow at the start. They looked like they were just kind of trying to get their momentum and get their feet wet together. Things really picked up at the end, so that's where we'll take it. It was just very, very slow and brooding and just kind of working at a deliberate pace in the beginning. So both ladies, they reset after a situation. We had a lung blower and a senton off the top rope by Hazuki, and then she switched to a crossface. Hazuki maintained the wrist, and then they slug it out back and forth. Hazuki took too long to continue the offense on Mercedes, so they trade knee lifts. Ladies get to their feet. Hazuki takes Moné, hits her with a spinning DDT. Big thrust kick, goes for a cover, only a 2. Brainbuster, and then Moné rolls to the outside, and then she created that separation for both. The amount of time here that Hazuki took to get her back inside, this gave Mercedes the opportunity to get a lung blower out of nowhere, which led to back and forth pinning combinations for both. Moné then wrenched Hazuki down to the mat and violently took her by the arm and applied a statement maker. Really locked it in. She was wrenching back. Hazuki rolled into a pin attempt for a 2 out of the statement maker, which is basically the bank statement. Both got up. Moné hit a backstabber. Hazuki slides through another Moné maker into a 2 count. Hazuki rolled through another Moné maker into a pinfall for a 2. They go back and forth. Hazuki tries a Cazadora. Moné countered into a backstabber. Another statement maker, and this time Hazuki taps out. Mercedes wins. There's no fuckery. There's no shenanigans. She grabs her Owen title, and she walks up the aisleway, and that's it. She's in the finals. Now she meets Athena and Maya World, which they did a video package for. That's happening on Collision, and I'm assuming within the hour we'll know who won, if the chat already doesn't know. Any thoughts here, Jesse?
Nope. We don't want to talk bad about Mercedes.
Bro, I've adored Mercedes for the past 12 years. What are you talking about?
I kid.
You know how much grief I get when I say I legitimately posted a clip on Instagram 2 weeks ago when I said Mercedes is the best professional women's wrestler in the world. You know how many people in the comment section say, no, she's not, no, she's not, no, she's not. Asuka, Io, Rhea, Bianca, all these other people, Stephanie Vicaire. I'm like, bro.
Because it's very subjective. I mean, nobody is wrong in who they think the best women's
I know. But yeah, I mean, I dare anybody to find a better match than Bayley Sasha from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean it's subjective to an extent. You know, if you say it's Mercedes and you have reasons to say so, you think it's Bayley, I get it. You think it's Io, I wouldn't argue with you. You know, just don't tell me it's Maya World. I mean, you know, I mean it's subjective to an extent. I mean, you're not wrong to say it's Sasha.
I do think that Mercedes. I mean this in the most respectful way. I do think that Mercedes back now. I think it's taking her a little bit. Obviously, this is only her second match back. She's going to have to get back into the swing of things. So taking 6 months off is going to affect even the best of the best. I feel like she's wrestling with a slower speed, Jesse. She's like a step or two behind. Do you feel that way?
I felt she looked fresh, refreshed.
She looks refreshed, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. She doesn't have that going through the motions aura about her anymore. She looks like she's a little bit happier to be here. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to say like she was unhappy, but she looks like she enjoyed her time off, and you can tell. She's glowing, you know. But you're right. She'll get her rhythm back soon. You know, she's one of the best to ever do it.
One of the best to ever do it, chat. That is a factual statement. We got that, and then we go to Tony Schiavone, unfortunately, in the ring, to see him wearing his tan suit that Prince Nana said was way too tight. So we're in the ring here with Will Ospreay. Ospreay's in the ring first. Schiavone congratulated him on getting married. Ospreay said the wedding was lovely. He says he was intending to be on the honeymoon, but the wife told him to stay focused on the tournament and go chase his dream. He said he has a good wife. He said, here's what I did to treat her. I took her upstairs, smashed the life out of her, bruv. Schiavone obviously was shocked by this news.
You're like, what?
Yes, I'm sure Alex Wins appreciated Will Ospreay going on live television saying that he smashed the life out of her.
Boy, he went and just laid pipe. And can you blame him, though? I mean, Ospreay came out and said, I went out and just laid it on her.
Good for him.
Crowd's like, yeah.
Good for him. Swerve comes out with Prince Nana. Nana critiques Schiavone's suit for being too tight. He got him out of the ring, thank God. And Swerve says he's been keeping an eye on Ospreay all these months, and he didn't like that he's changed. I haven't heard from you. You know, we haven't heard from each other. Ospreay asked, I've changed. I dress the same. My hairstyle's a little bit better. Swerve said he changed, but Ospreay said, no, you changed. Swerve then said Ospreay is palling around with Moxley and his crew like it's booty boot camp. And we got a chant of booty boot camp. He says he never gave an explanation on why he's doing that. Swerve congratulated him about getting married, but you're a changed man. Ospreay says he hasn't forgotten what they did to him, and be mindful, I've never forgave them either. But he says he had to let it go. He said the training is working, his ground game is improving. Ospreay talked about their history in AEW. He talked about Swerve being selfish in the past when they were supposed to be friends. Where were you, and why didn't you help me at all in Texas? As Swerve was about to answer, Ospreay knocked the microphone out of his hand, and Swerve obviously took great offense to this. Ospreay pointed at the Forbidden Door logo on the banner hanging in the building. He says that's what it's about. He talked about working on building sites as a kid outside of Wembley Arena. He said teachers would ask every 14-year-old what they wanted to be when they grew up. He said all the kids said they wanted to be kicking the winning ball in the soccer game. He says he is one kick away from kicking the final ball. He says this is his semifinals for my World Cup. He says he won't let him end his dream or his country's dream. He says he also won't hesitate to end him if necessary. Swerve says, not if I do it first. He says, I had to listen to you all last year tell me it wasn't my time, but it was Hangman's time. He says he agreed with him, and then he had to team up with him to fend off the Death Riders and take the world title off Moxley and save AEW. But then he asked Ospreay, where's Hangman now? He says he hasn't heard from him. He can't wrestle for the AEW title anymore, so everything they sacrificed was for nothing. Now he wants him to step out of the way so he can pave a nice path for Ospreay for Wembley Stadium. I'm done stepping aside for other opportunities he deserves. He says he's made a career of destroying plans, and that's what he's good at and who he is as a person. He said every time they step in the ring, it's fireworks, and they change the conversation of what pro wrestling can be and will be for the future. Partners or opponents, we raise the bar. Swerve then predicted victory over Ospreay. You have not been able to beat me in 10 years. That basically gave away the outcome for the match, chat, right there. He says when he goes to Wembley, maybe he can challenge him after he wins the title, and then he will beat him again and again. This Will Ospreay isn't better than me on my worst day with your fragile-ass neck. Ospreay punched Swerve down, and that was that. Nana handed Swerve a chain. Swerve stood up and wrapped the fist, or his fist with the chain. Death Riders came out. Moxley, he's out there with Marina, Garcia, Pac. Swerve says, you're wrong, Will. You really have changed. He smiled, he dropped the mic, and the Death Riders ended up backing Ospreay when things got a little fuzzy here between both Swerve and Ospreay. This was a great segment. Great story.
It was fantastic. I think it made Swerve look a little weak. Not like weak in booking, but the image they're portraying, because it was two bros who were having a spat. You know, sometimes bros get into a fight, and sometimes they got to box it out. You know, sometimes they're going to have a little fight, and then we going to, hug it out and be done with it. So he punched him, and he told him to get up. We going to fight right now because of what you said. And instead of getting up and throwing hands, he had to go reach for a chain because he didn't want to get up and fight like a man. So it made Swerve look like he was scared to fight Ospreay one-on-one. And then somebody came out, some people came out to equalize it because he wanted to bring out a weapon. They're like, you changed. Motherfucker, you were scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? I sat there and called you out. Let's go right now. Get up. He could have rushed him. He could have beat him down. Nope. He said, get up. Let's go. What's Swerve do? Reach for a chain. That's some hoe shit, bro. Get up and fight like a man. Let's go.
Get up. That's some hoe shit, huh?
That's some hoe shit. What you doing, man? It was one-on-one. Ain't nobody jumping. Let's go. No, I need a chain. This segment was good, though. I'm just giving Swerve shit because he blocked me. Fuck Swerve. So the segment was real good. But again, they got that fight forever energy, man. And if they're in a program together, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Main event time. We got actually not main event time. We got a backstage segment with Garcia and Ospreay after what happened here with Swerve. Backstage, Garcia asked Ospreay what he was going to do about Swerve calling him fragile. Ospreay shoved Garcia against the wall. Moxley asked Ospreay, do you feel in control of yourself right now? Ospreay said, no, I don't. Mox says, words can't hurt you unless you let them hurt you. He told him not to lose control or focus because they're just words. You're this close. Garcia looked dejected and said, yeah, they're just words. Kind of mimicking what Moxley just told him, but Moxley just saved Garcia from a beatdown from Ospreay because Ospreay was angry at Swerve. He has changed. Right there, he just showed you he changed. He would have beat him up. The old Ospreay would have beat him up.
Yep.
After MJF and the Don Callis family made their way out for the main event, MJF got his entrance. Don Callis family follows. Briscoe introduced Konosuke Takeshita and Darby Allin as partners, rounding out the conglomeration team for the Forbidden Door. Darby says they're going to win tonight, and then at Forbidden Door, and Briscoe's going to win the AEW World title from MJF. Sure thing. Keep dreaming, bruv. Keep dreaming. This match went 17 minutes. Your stereotypical party match main event here. We talked about this in the beginning of the stream. Why they gave away the Forbidden Door quote-unquote main event 10 days early, I don't know. but they did that exactly. How they could have done it is a lot better than what they've given us. We could have gotten Kevin Knight and Andrade. We could have got Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher on the Don Callis family side, with MJF not needing to wrestle in the main event because he's still operating injured. He should have been in the corner of the guys he's paying monies, a lot of human monies to. So he should have been out there or on commentary with Don Callis. Would have been a great way for him to spend his evening. And then on the other side, Jesse, we could have had Darby. We could have had Briscoe. We could have had Darby and Takeshita. We could have Briscoe and Takeshita, whichever formulation of the conglomeration you wanted. Could have been a 2-on-2. It could have been a 6-man tag team match. Don't know why we needed the presentation and don't know why we needed the optics of a 12-man tag when all you're going to do is put all these same guys in the same match at Forbidden Door. The only difference is there's going to be blood, weapons, and a steel cage.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
Just lazy booking. It's reckless and amateurish booking.
I definitely feel like it just takes away from the main event you're trying to sell us.
MJF doesn't need to wrestle in a nothing match like this when you're going to put him in a match with 11 other guys, rounding out 12 guys in the same match. Now, you said last week that they may be doing that to protect him, which could be the case because he can't wrestle a one-on-one match, but he certainly wrestled here tonight. He wrestled just as much as anybody else in this match. Do you think the steel cage match protects him per se, or do you think that it could end up being more dangerous because there's more bodies in the match and more opportunity for something bad to go wrong with that many people in a match?
So he didn't do much tonight. He really didn't do much tonight, especially compared to what he would be doing if he was in a one-on-one match. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of people to focus on so that MJF can do far less than what he would be doing in a one-on-one match. Now, in a cage match, yes, it's gonna depend on the spots they have planned. You know what I'm saying? If they plan on having MJF climbing cages and doing all these weird ass spots, then the danger factor is still there. But with all of these guys though, with all of these guys willing to take these extreme bumps, everything like that, MJF does not have to work as hard. It's not like he's doing a fucking Iron Man match out there where it's just him and one other person. And you know what I'm saying? He has a lot to do to keep the match entertaining. He can do far less in a match with 12 men and a cage involved. But it's going to come down to what kind of spots they're going to have planned for him.
MJF's got to take that Royal Rumble mentality where you draw number one and you got to last an hour. Just hug the bottom turnbuckle for the entire match. That's what he's got to do.
Basically, yeah. Come get your shit in. You know, MJF is in 2026. MJF is the king of doing less and making it mean more.
Have Mark Briscoe pin Andrade or someone pin Andrade. Briscoe's team wins or Briscoe himself wins the match for his team. He gets the match at MJF or with MJF, rather. It should not take place at Redemption. I'm assuming the babyfaces are going to win at the pay-per-view. It should not take place at Redemption. This is not a main event pay-per-view level match. It would have been fine for Forbidden Door because I would much rather see MJF wrestle Briscoe than MJF wrestle some fucking bum from New Japan. So I think we do it at that beach break in Clearwater, Florida that they got. They got that amphitheater that they're doing outside on the beach. Do it there. Yeah. Get it over with. And then clearly they're building Omega for his match with MJF in Montreal in Canada, where I just deem that to be bad news. We'll tackle that when we get there. It's way too early yet. So we've gotten a lot of teases for Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay and what's going on with MJF. But yeah, do that at that beach break show. That's the place to do it. And that's coming up very soon. This went 17 minutes. There's no reason for us to go over everything that happened here. It's your stereotypical AEW party match main event. And I'm assuming this will be a lot more at the pay-per-view. Kevin Knight ended up walking away and fleeing from Darby. So they chase each other through the crowd. Darby ended up pursuing him up the stage and onto the stage in front of the commentary where they were positioned. Jake Doyle, pulled Darby off of Kevin Knight and threw him off the stage into the ring post. Everything was just so closely put together here because there was really no entranceway. There was no stage presence. Everything was just kind of interconnected very closely. So Darby took a nasty bump. MJF then set up Briscoe for a heat seeker. Briscoe escaped and landed a J driller, which looked fucking nasty. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. The guy's already injured and you're doing a devastating move like that. It looked bad. So Callis gets up. He distracted the ref. Referee didn't make the count because Briscoe had the visible 3 count on MJF. Briscoe climbed to the top rope. He wanted Froggy Bow. Fletcher knocked him off. Roddy tagged himself in and went after MJF, but MJF yanked him to the mat. Applied Salt of the Earth for the tap-out win. So MJF and the Don Callis family victorious here, and they will ultimately lose at the pay-per-views, what that means. The heels attack the faces after the match. The bell is ringing. Nobody stopping these guys. Andrade and MJF get into a little verbal back and forth. I think MJF actually shoved Andrade and asked him to pick Mark Briscoe up because MJF had went into his tights. He put on the Dynamite Diamond ring. Andrade did not want to lift Mark Briscoe up for the big punch with the Dynamite Diamond ring. He said, no. How you know? And then Don Callis gets in there and basically ordered Andrade, do the job, get this thing done. You're going to be a future world champion. We're going to get you your match. And MJF nailed Briscoe with the Dynamite Diamond ring right in the face. And the show goes off the air with MJF posing to the crowd and Andrade looking like he didn't want to do the bidding of MJF. And that's the way the show ended.
When do we get Hangman back?
I don't know. He's on Blue Cry. He's a gardener now.
What?
He loves his garden, apparently.
What is Blue Cry?
You never heard of the other social media outlet, Blue Cry?
You mean Blue Sky?
Blue Cry, yeah. Jesse's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Blue Cry, that's what they call it.
Who is they? You are the they, motherfucker. You're calling it Blue Cry. I'm like, it's where
all the people who don't want to be on Elon's website. That's where they all fucking hibernated to, bro. Blue Cry.
I don't want to be on Elon's website either. I just stopped going on there as much.
All right, so go with the rest of them and hold yourself up in your tiny little bubble where all criticisms and fucking everything else that you get upset by doesn't exist over there.
I think Twitter was made for people like you. It's just full of toxic people who are loving the fact that they get to say shit,
bro,
and not get punched in the face.
Bro, I have taken a significant step back on Twitter at your request so many times. I haven't tweeted a lot this year at all.
I wouldn't know. I'm not there to see.
Well, you tweeted about my Tessa Blanchard tweet.
Yes, and how many tweets have I posted?
I agree with you that she hasn't apologized yet publicly, which is, if she did, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation, and maybe she'd be in the WWE.
I agree 100% that if she just, like a long time ago, but like, look, all right, so people made me mad. I fucked up. I said some things, did some things I shouldn't have done. I apologize for it. It won't happen again. I'll learn from my mistakes. And then move the fuck on. We be done with this shit, bro. That's it. We be done. She is still suffering from her fucking mistakes because she refused to acknowledge them. But I don't feel bad for her, bro. That's on her. I don't care.
She's way too talented, man. She's way too talented to just fucking be that ignorant. I'm sorry.
Just, bro. She is way too ornery and too fucking stuck up herself to admit that she made a mistake and just fucking apologize.
Well, she said she apologized privately.
Okay. I mean, look, I have some information that leads me to believe I don't believe her. But that's here nor there. I'm not going to put anybody under the bus, but I will say that since the whole situation has become as public as it has become, it wouldn't kill her to just fucking apologize publicly so she can move on. Plus, it gives her supporters far more to hang on to. It gives her supporters something to say when people still talk shit about it. All they can say is, hey, look, bro, she fucking apologized. Can we move on?
Yeah.
But they can't even say that because she has not fucking apologized publicly. So I don't know. That's on her, man. That's her thing to deal with. It would be over by now. It would be long. People have done far worse and just apologized, and they have moved on and recovered from it.
Yeah.
But she refuses to.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, guys, that's all we got. If anybody has the Collision spoilers, I need to... Did Athena win? Are we getting Athena versus Mercedes at Forbidden Door? Or are we getting Maya World?
Oh, no, don't spoil Collision for me.
What, you plan on watching this?
No.
No?
No.
I don't know. Maybe you were. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us here. Wednesdays are fucking just completely dead, man. It sucks that nobody cares about what we are doing, and it's not just us. I mean, all over YouTube, everybody's AEW streams, man, are fucking absolutely just. I mean, the retention and the interest is just not there. It's just not.
Solid Monster's done. He left.
Of course he's done. How long did he go? Hour and what? Hour and what? 5 minutes?
Hour and 15 minutes. Man.
Oh my goodness. See? It's not me. That's crazy. Let's see what he did. An hour and 18 minutes. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So that means no Be the Booker, no super chats. He's in and out. I'll see him in Chicago. We'll buy him a whiskey. He'll be fine. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We need another 99 likes for the 600 goal. Can we do it? Are there 99 people in this chat that actually give a shit about hitting the thumbs up? I'd love to see it. Tonight we're sponsored by Blue Chew because we need somebody to pay the fucking bills around here.
How about Will Ospreay? You know.
Will Ospreay? He's too busy smashing the life out of his wife. What are you talking about?
He's gonna need that Blue Chew, bro.
He don't need the Blue Chew, apparently, with what he said. Tonight we're sponsored by Blue Chew. You know what's crazy? MJF, he walked into Dynamite tonight with a hyperextended knee wrapped up. Half the locker room's chasing him, and the AEW World Championship still around his waist, or Triple B still around his waist, and somehow he's still acting like he's the most confident guy in the building. Actually, maybe not that crazy, because confidence changes everything. Look at MJF. Man's got Andrade chasing him, Kevin Knight chasing him, Mark Briscoe trying to get his hands on him, Kyle Fletcher. Everybody wants what he's got. MJF still walks around like he's 10 steps ahead of everybody else. Now, am I saying Blue Chew Gold is going to turn you into MJF? No, I'm not saying that. Because then you probably start charging your friends money for text messages. But confidence matters. And that's why today's sponsor is Blue Chew. And we're talking about Blue Chew Gold. Is better sex in a tablet is what Blue Chew Gold is. They combine 4 ingredients into one powerful solution. 2 ingredients help you physically, and 2 support arousal and desire in the brain. Because let's be honest, being physically ready is one thing, being mentally locked in is another. Sometimes your brain is working completely different and a completely different match than the rest of your body. And Blue Chew Gold is designed to help you get everything on the same page. Less second guessing, less overthinking, and more confidence. It's the difference between walking into the room like a guy hoping to get a title shot and walking in like the world champion everybody's chasing. There's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better sex, especially BlueChew.com is where you're going to experience all that yourself. And we got a special deal for everybody. Buy 2 months and get the 3rd month for free with promo code JD. You're also going to receive an extra 10% off and free overnight shipping on your first order. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. So promo code JD, buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, get the 3rd month for free, and get 10% off and free overnight shipping. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And as always, I want to thank them for once again sponsoring the podcast right here on Off the Script. Let's get to these super chats, which looks like I'll be on Destiny in the next 6 or 7 minutes or so. Michael Krause with a $2 super chat. JD, Jesse, OTS, all gas, no brakes with it. Yeah. Thank you, Michael Krause. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Caden with a $1.99, no message. Thank you, Caden. James Hammond with a $1.99. Yoda Suji is a fucking coward. Do you agree? I don't know what he did that we're calling him a coward. What did he do? Do you know Yota Tsuji, Jesse?
No.
No. Okay. Jesse doesn't know, nor does he care. My guy, Triple M. 30 Callis runs and no emote. You got so lucky, Jesse.
This fucking guy is so salty, man. I didn't even know it was a thing, man.
All right.
I just hopped into the raid that you wouldn't join. How come you didn't join all of the invites he sent you?
Bro, I was grinding arm. I texted him in the game. I'm chasing black armory weapons.
Yeah, you could have got the emote. That would have been yours, bro.
Whatever. I don't need an emote. I got my espresso emote. I don't need any more emotes.
What
is the emote?
Man, I don't want. It's the one of Callis, the one he sits in the throne, sits on his cup.
Oh God.
I don't even care about it, bro. If I swear, I promise you, bro, I would give it to Triple M if I could. I don't even care about it.
He's skipping Forbidden Door because he thinks the IWGP Championship is disrespected at the event. It is. Good for him. Good for him.
Well, he said he didn't get your text.
Nah, I texted you in the game, bro.
Nope.
All right. Well, I mean, I was doing that, and then I went to go pack for Chicago. Next time, for sure. Random one with a $20 super chat. Smothered waist Wednesday night on AEW. Some point I will learn to stop trying. JD, thank you for something to look forward to. You rock, and OTS is the best of the best. Thank you, Random One. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, Wednesdays is usually... I get a headache every Wednesday knowing what I have to embark on Wednesday.
I got 2 streams to do.
David poor Jesse, 2 streams. David Scheffler with a $5 super chat. Ospreay with the Death Riders is more stupid all the time when he should be kicking their asses. Willow getting hurt was opening for Moné to win the Owen.
I feel like she was gonna be in it and probably win it regardless of Willow getting hurt. I think she would have been in one of those spot stuff, like one of these different random girls that we are seeing right now.
Oh yeah, Serene. Yeah.
I think Mercedes was always gonna show up in the Owen at some point.
MGM Bowling with the 55 months. Wrestling all around is trying its best to suck the excitement out of my Knicks fandom, and it's frustrating. Makes me wish I was going to the parade. Brother, I just watched the parade on NBC4. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Who wants to be in that fucking nonsensical mess tomorrow? Tribal Chief with a 34 months. JD, Jesse, WWE, AEW are both boring. I can't believe it. But I've stopped watching wrestling. Just come to hear the GOAT of the IWC. OTS for life, pal. Thank you, Tribal Chief. Appreciate you. Eric with a $5 super chat. Eric M. I can't be the only one that gets secondhand embarrassment watching Danny Garcia. Jesus, that dude has become incredibly cringe. It all just sucks, man. And listen, man, they signed him for big money. Yeah. Adrian with 6 months. We need Mother Wayne. Also, OTS for life. Yes, I miss Mother Wayne, bro.
Me too.
Mother Wayne. Where is Mother Wayne? Don Stoney with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Don Tony, Wrestling Soup, Spitball Media, and as always, RIP, Kevin Castle. Absolutely, Don Stoney. Love you, brother. And my guy Nick Williams with a $5 super chat and a 49-month commitment to the VIP club. 49 months as a member, almost 50. Is Roman a babyface or a heel? Because I can't even tell anymore. I have no fucking clue, bro. I don't know what they are. They act heel and they want to be revered as idols and gods in the bloodline. They want to throw the ones up and everybody has acknowledged them.
He's a solid tweener. He hasn't done too much different.
No.
From his heel or his full babyface. I mean, he's just right there in the middle.
Yeah, see, Triple M. That's what I'm going for, man. We gotta get the armor sets. I'm like obsessed by getting the armor sets. So you're gonna run Last Wish. Let's do it. And Nick Williams with a 5. By the way, with Danhausen uncursing the Knicks, giving them the championship, maybe he can uncurse the Jets and the Giants, and we'll have a Giants-Jets Super Bowl. Yeah, sure.
You better be very selective about who he uncurses before that shit falls lame and doesn't work anymore.
Anyway, guys, that's all we got for you. Again, Wednesdays are typically slow, as referenced by Solomon. So getting out of here in 1 hour and 18 minutes. We push the limits to 2 hours, but we always have a fun time regardless. Any parting words, Jesse, before I see you on Friday? He's turning on his PlayStation 5. Okay. That is it. We will see you next Wednesday for more right here on Off the Script. Follow us on social media.
Wait. Oh man, I forgot to say. So I might, if Brian lets me, I might go live on my phone at House of Glory.
Whatever. He don't care.
I want to make sure if it's okay with the boss.
All right, we'll ask him. We'll ask him when we're there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for all your support. If you did enjoy, hit that thumbs up. Follow us on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Chi-Town Smark on Twitter and YouTube. Until then, I'll see you back here Saturday. We'll be covering SmackDown when I get back from Chicago right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.